If not for my online classes, I think I would have lost my voice by now.
What do you mean?
I'm not like talking very much lately.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in quarantine, who else am I going to talk to?
Yeah.
But I have to participate.
Yeah, quarantining's not fun. Hashtag first world problems.
Yeah, there's a sub that someone just made the other day. It's called Tone Deaf Celebrities or Tone Deaf Celebs. I swear to God, it was Toned AF Celebs. But it's all about like Sam Smith crying about having to be quarantined in his $12 million mansion, you know, where he's got like a tennis court and a bowling alley and a swimming pool and a personal massage parlor in like 1/4 of his home.
Yep.
It's that sort of shit. And his celebrities are all like, if I can stay home, so can you. I'm like, okay. You have so much fun stuff to do in your house.
Celebrities are weird people.
I know. And they can survive without regular or like the same kind of income we have to get.
So I get we can jump right in. This is
Oh, good.
46. Are you with me right now?
Are you?
Huh?
Are you?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I think I've got an important question for you though. And
Okay.
I guess let me preface it with like there's not like a wrong answer to this, but you just brought it up that you know, so we've got the kid coming over early in the morning and you brought up the point that you're probably not going to wake up. But like I guess I'm wondering like when like in a sort of parenting role, when will that be a thing? When is it fair for that to be a thing?
For what to be a thing?
For you to, I don't know, wake up and be a parent?
I promise I'm not trying to be snarky.
This is a sensitive topic. I don't mean it in a mean way.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be mean back.
Thanks.
But when I'm allowed to have a full role in parenting, I'm still really hurt by our last episode. Like, I'm truly upset by the way you kind of asked me that question and questioned a really innocuous kind of maternal instinct sort of just thing that really didn't matter when you make those decisions all the time. And I see you do it, and I want to ask you why that decision. You know, why'd you choose that? I want to understand.
Yeah.
And I think when I don't have to tell when if the baby asks me if she can have a snack or something, I don't have to say, I don't know, go ask your dad. And you know, if I feel like we would make the same decision in lots of little moments like that, but they're not going to be the right answer unless you give them instead of me. And that sucks, and it's really hurting my feelings.
I think I'd do a good job of not doing that in front of her, though.
Not in front of her, but you still do it. And you're not doing it to be mean. And I'm pretty sure you don't even realize you're doing it. It's all about food, though, and that's really fucking with me, too. That was part of what my therapy session was about.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't talked about it, so
you didn't ask me about it.
I thought I did.
I think
I was pretty sure I did.
When the baby was around, like a couple days ago.
Could be.
But it's not like I've been hiding it from you. We haven't been talking about them very much.
Yeah. Anyway, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
This was a good idea. Legitimately, I mean, this is...
I hope you didn't mean that sarcastically.
No.
Okay.
We both had things to say, and they were important things.
Yeah. I didn't know how to talk about that, so... And my therapist suggested that. I mean, I wait until we're out of being confined together to talk about it, because this situation doesn't exactly make emotions chill out. And it's not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. It's a very loaded issue for me, though.
That makes sense. I don't know why it would all be around food. That part...
A lot of it is. It's about whether I can say, here, have some milk instead of some juice. Because, yeah, it's mostly water. But there's literally nothing wrong with getting in the habit of drinking water or milk instead sometimes. There was nothing wrong with that decision. And I wasn't doing it to be mean. And I felt really attacked the way you brought that up.
Sorry.
It's okay. It just felt really hypocritical, and that sucked.
Well...
Because it wasn't a bad choice. It wasn't some awful thing. It was like, all right, I'm in charge.
No, it was just outside of the norm.
Well, what's the norm?
I guess specifically the norm is that just she can have juice with dinner time.
I just noticed she had like many cups of juice that day.
Yeah.
Like, how about we switch it up?
I realize
That's a lot of sugar.
Sure. Is fruit juice not supposed to be good for you, though?
It's just sugar. I mean, it's not bad for you. But also, hey, that's a lot of sugar. Why not just say, hey, let's have like 1 cup of milk instead?
Yeah.
It's not like she hates milk.
I get it. I'm with you. And I don't know. It was important to me that I didn't bring that up in front of her.
Thank you for not.
I let you have authority in the moment. And I didn't, like I said, I feel like I wasn't trying to take that authority away from you anyway. But I certainly wasn't going to, what I mean was I wasn't going to argue with you about it in the moment because you were just taking authority. I don't know. I think I was just wondering what your reason was.
Yeah, and it was literally just that we've had a lot of sugar today. How about we have a glass of milk to break that up? And then we can have more juice. Same reason we went to Sonic and she said, I want a milkshake. And you're like, no, let's have a Sprite instead. It's like, but I really want a milkshake. We're going to have a Sprite. That was just your instinct.
Yeah.
And yeah, you had a reasoning afterward when I asked you legitimately, like, why? And I couldn't give you my reasoning last time because I was very emotionally upset over your question. I didn't understand.
Yeah. That's fair. Is this why we've been distant lately?
Partially, I'm really trying to remove my emotions from this and just kind of step back. Because I feel like any suggestion I give is just wrong and pointless. And one of y'all is going to tell me no or correct me. And I'm like, fine. Fine. And I can't say anything about it when she's there, which is correct. Like, we're not going to fight in front of your kid. And we don't really fight much anyway. We talk like this, we don't fight. And it's a grown-up decision or a grown-up conversation.
Yeah.
But she's here like every day now, which is fine. But that means I can't really talk about it with you.
We can still do this.
Yeah, but we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime I say like, oh, hey, go put your shoes on. She doesn't need shoes. Or, I mean, I was surprised when you changed her shirt this morning because I said it was getting really short. I was very surprised that actually happened. I wasn't attached to it. It wasn't like, she better go change shirts. But I thought you'd be like, it's fine. It feels like you might feel the same way I do, but it's not the right decision unless you think of it first, which is not on purpose. And I do that with certain things too. So I've just stopped saying things.
I'll try to do better. I don't know. It's not a conscious thing.
I know. I think when I take authority on something that you didn't, I don't know, that's not like something you would have said something on. I think you feel like what I feel like when I'm just kind of playing by the guidebook of someone else's parenting that I don't understand yet. Because you don't know why I'm doing it, even if there's a perfectly good reason. And I mean, I'm the newest person here. You're in charge of how your child is raised, and I think it's scary to have that, to like not understand the play for a minute.
It could be. I don't feel like I'm scared. I don't know.
Maybe you'll say that you felt scared in like 2 weeks or something.
No, I mean, I think it seems, well, I mean, maybe, haha. It seems more accurate to say that I'm probably just more used to being the sole authority figure.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, I don't think I'm scared of losing that. I think that's just that, maybe that's what I mean when that's the norm.
Yeah, it might not be like actual fear, but it is a loss of control for a minute, and you're used to having the final say all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, and your kid's the same way.
Yeah.
You know,
well, she doesn't listen to her mom either.
Really?
Her mom says, she had to get advice on how to give the girl a nap the other day.
Really?
And naps are something we do every single day. And
is that why she throws such a fit? Does she get away with it?
Yeah. Stuff like that doesn't slide with me. You say I let her slide on a lot.
Not that a lot is not the correct term there. But sometimes, and there are situations where she's being pouty about something and then she gets her way. I'm like, I don't think that's right. But also, you and I are operating on different understandings of the situation here.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's something that's normal and she pouts about it, and I can't come up with a good reason as to why not give it to her because, I mean, it's kind of normal. It's like, well, I mean, I'm certainly not going to just yank the rug out from under her. So I think that's important when I feel like she's pouting. Is she pouting because I'm taking something away without a good reason?
That's a good question. I like that.
I don't know, just like a lot of people say don't use food for a reward system, and that seems to work really well.
It works so well for her.
But I think it works in the opposite too. I mean, I don't understand why we wouldn't use special food as a reward system. Maybe because after they grow up and they can just eat candy, they get rewarded for eating candy.
I think the reasoning behind that is that food as a reward, even when you're older, it's not like supposed to be a reward. It kind of creates this relationship between productivity or like earning food. And it ties like your value of yourself or whatever, your self-esteem up with productivity and food.
Well, yeah.
If food is the merit of your productivity, then food is like it's like the starter pack of getting addicted to food.
That's like why people are alive, though. You know, like you're hunting for food. Like
yeah, but we're not living in scarcity.
Well,
this is how you start binge eating.
We're not living in scarcity. Some people are.
We're not.
Not yet.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't feel like I have any solid authority in this house at all right now. You know, if I say anything, it has to be verified by you. I can't give her a straight answer on anything. And she doesn't even believe me when I say, like, okay, go to daddy, go to nap time. It's the first. And then she'll pout. And the impression is that I said something mean to her when I'm just saying the same exact thing you are. You know, she was riding her bike really close to me. And I was like, hey, watch out. And she pouted and got pissed. And then you said, hey, watch out. And she did the same thing to you. And she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, everything I say has to be, like, approved.
She's really sensitive for some reason.
I mean, I think any kid is. And she's
Maybe
raised in a very confusing family situation.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's really confusing for her. I understand that. I'm not trying to be a bitch. Like, I know she has no idea what's going on. And I don't even know what her attachment system looks like. I mean, I know she loves you and her mom, obviously, very, very much. And she's very attached. But there's an attachment there. But I don't really I don't know what she feels in moments of like perceived rejection and stuff. She seems to be sensitive, but I don't think that's unique.
I don't know. Her mom certainly has demonstrated a strong attachment to a single person. That's been important. I've tried to. I've failed at that miserably. Twice.
Wait, what?
I brought her around 2 other girls before she met you. That had to have been crazy.
You mean the kid has developed strong attachments to 2 other women? I thought you were saying her mom had, and I was confused.
No. Yeah, strong attachments, I don't know. She had kind of just started forming a relationship with my first girlfriend before that fell apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be like, birth attachment or anything, but a relationship.
But then, yeah, she was kind of close. I mean, it was 2 months later after I broke up with my last girlfriend that she was still wondering where she was. Mm. And they'd only been around each other for about 2 months. So I think she asked for her longer than she actually knew her. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's a lot of her very short life.
Yeah.
She doesn't ask now.
No, she's completely forgotten about her now, I think.
And she's even seen her before. Like, with me, I guess.
Yeah.
We at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I don't think she asked about that at all.
She didn't.
She probably forgot by now.
She seems to have, yeah.
Yeah, she was teeny tiny. I mean, she is teeny tiny, but...
Well, now her memory is here. Like this, she's going to remember a large portion of this for a while. She'll start to lose pieces of it, but she'll still remember something from this age.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it seems to me that we're all doing well as far as that goes in showing her stability.
All 4 of us?
Yeah. We seem to. I mean, in some way. I don't know what her other family situation is like, but, hopefully at least they're like happy and together and they show some sort of bond.
Yeah, I've never heard her say anything bad about her stepdad or her mom or anything.
Right.
I mean, we know her mom anyway, but I don't know who the frick her stepdad is. Like, I don't know him at all.
Right.
But she's only talked about him like once, and it was nice.
Yeah, they do things together.
Yeah. Oh, he said he was going to take her to Disney World, which was cute.
Yeah. can hear you scratch your leg. I was like, what is
I'm
that?
very dry. Okay, I'm a scaly lady.
So, is there an obvious solution here? What are you requesting? Because I hear what you're saying, and it makes me sad.
Hmm.
So what do you think?
I mean, I'm glad you're hearing it and having a reaction. I suppose I'm sorry you're sad, but thank you for hearing me.
Well, no, I'm sad because it sounds like it's my fault, and I haven't realized that I was doing it.
I mean, I think owning the fault and not realizing it are very separate things. I don't think it's your fault. And this is a situation you've never really been in before, or me.
Sure, it still feels like my fault, I guess. Maybe I'm just claiming responsibility.
Daddy AF, I guess.
Maybe that's not.
I mean,
accurate, but it seems to be.
I mean, this is sad. Like, I'm sad about it. I'm very sad about it.
Yeah, I mean, you should be. I would be. So I'm sad for you.
So no, that's called empathy. Congratulations, I've changed you. Yeah. I maybe think about that as like you're connecting with me in the sadness, you're understanding what I'm feeling, and like you feel it too.
Yeah.
But you don't have to carry the blame for it. Very separate. Back me up. Sometimes I'm not gonna jump out the gate and start. I'm very insecure still, so I'm not gonna just tell her what to do all the time. But if I say something, because it's gonna be small stuff like, "Hey, let's have milk maybe instead, then some more juice," or "Hey, it's really really hot. How about you wear a short sleeve shirt? Can you just back me up on it, please?"
Sure.
If it's not something outlandish or like that could be harmful.
Yeah.
Thanks. Or like, oh, it's 30 minutes to dinner. Let's not have a snack.
No. Yeah. Fair.
Because I'm not doing it to be mean to her. It's just the instinct, the answer that I felt was right.
Sure.
And you're allowed to disagree with me still. But just when I do speak up about something that's not a big deal, could you please back me on it?
Yeah.
I want to have authority here and I want to be a parent to her too. And not just an echo for you and someone that she doesn't believe on anything. Because it sucks. Like we both automatically just look to you no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I'm playing on my own team here. And it makes me short with her too because I'm just frustrated. I'm very sad. So it's easier to just back away instead. Because I don't want to hurt her feelings. It's not about her. But I feel like I've got a short fuse because I'm really like at my limit of giving. That's like we've definitely talked about this before, but that's kind of very borderline, very untreated borderline, is people that just give and give and give and give and give and don't set their own boundaries, or like take care of their own well-being. So they just run out of steam emotionally and then they resent everybody else for taking when they weren't limiting what they gave. So they feel used up. They feel taken advantage of. That's like a very narcissist and very borderline trauma bonding sort of thing. Because they feel like they have to give everything and then they feel really hurt and taken from. And I don't feel taken from. It's not what I'm saying. But I'm drawing back so I'm not giving and giving and giving because I feel like I am giving a lot by keeping my mouth shut. And just trying to stay calm and like relinquish that authority or that role.
Yeah, fair.
That's going to be so dramatic when I listen back to it. It's whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. You kind of described being a parent though. In a different sort of way. You have to give and give and give, like way past your own capacity. And you have to kind of find a new capacity. You kind of just have to make a new capacity. But you can't do it in a way that relinquishes authority, that's for sure. That is a dead end.
Yep. And I'm in that dead end currently.
I mean, yeah.
So I need to not be here anymore.
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, the authority to guide a child to be better, not like, I'm in power, that's the reward. But authority and respect in your own home is one of the things that kind of keeps you going and lets you continue the cycle of teaching your child and loving your child. You're not being walked all over at the same time you're giving everything you have.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So I need that.
Okay.
Yeah, or else I just can't be involved 24/7. That sounded like an ultimatum that I didn't mean that to be an ultimatum.
Okay.
What are your comments on that?
I mean, I agree. I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
It does sound like an ultimatum, but I mean, at the same time, I still don't blame you.
It's not like a give me authority or I'll just stay in my room all the time. It's I really need this so I can be involved 24/7. So I can be a full parent. I need to be treated like a full parent and like I need your help with that. So I can be involved 24/7 and a full parent. I hope that was a statement of need and not an ultimatum.
Yeah, it was.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So this was a good can of worms to open up then.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I'm going to go cut my wrist now. Bye.
You're going to what?
I'm going to go cut my wrist now. Bye.
Why?
Just kidding. I don't know. It was dumb.
Okay. I'm not allowed to joke about suicide, neither are you.
Because that's what dumb people do, and I just wanted to pretend like I was a dumb person.
Sure. Pretending. To you too.
Sorry if I just defended all the suicidal people out there.
Oh, I thought you said if you just defended them. I'm like, yes, defend me, daddy.
No, offended. All right, you're not, what? No.
What? Suicide hotlines are good places to call and talk if you can't reach your therapist at the moment. Just for all you listeners out there and also for my boyfriend. If you don't have an appointment scheduled, like the people at the suicide hotline are very, very nice. I've only called them once. And if you're seriously in a crisis, they can really help talk you down.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, would recommend.
Good to know.
Yeah, I had my last crazy episode. That was insensitive, but I had to post my last serious borderline suicidal episode. When I still lived in my apartment, and I definitely called the suicide hotline because I was freaking out. And I just needed to talk to somebody. And I did not want that to be somebody that I know in real life. And she basically just asked me a lot or told me a lot. Like, it's okay. Like, that's not as big a deal as you think it is. Like, take some rest with me. Because that's the fear with so many people that have some sort of mental illness, that everything is way worse than it really is.
What happens if something's really bad? Are they like, okay, that's pretty bad, man?
They do a lot of what my therapist, I mean, I haven't called a lot, so I can't, tell you, but I was seriously about to hurt myself. And we've talked about this on the podcast before. You were aware of this. This is not news. I was really scared. And she did a lot of what my therapist does, which is not in a condescending way, but help me talk through with them the ways that whatever is the worst in my mind right now are reversible and fixable and not worthy of a life, basically. My therapist asked me a lot, is that the worst thing in the world? Not in a weird way, because that could be so mean if you use it wrong. Yeah, he talks me down a lot. He talks me off a lot of ledges of black and white thinking of this is relationship ending or just the worst thing I could possibly do when nothing's really irreversible.
Yeah.
That was nice. I appreciate that part of my therapy a lot. I need it. Ooh, I'll probably drop the number for a suicide prevention hotline in our description in case anybody needs it. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, smash that like and subscribe and comment down below if the suicide hotline helps you out.
No. No. That's confidential. Don't tell anyone if you don't want to. I don't want to know. I mean, I do, but I don't. safe.
I'm just being an asshole.
I know.
Okay.
Go, Anna.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.